up, nerds? My name is Leslie Smith. Welcome back to the Nerdy Narrative. Today we are going to have a little fun with a book haul. It's been a minute since I've done one. I have 3 or 4 stacks of books here. Some of them I haven't opened yet. They came in the last few days, so I thought it'd be fun to save those. Some of them I opened because I didn't know they were coming. I wasn't expecting them. And because I lose track of what all I've pre-ordered in a year, I went ahead and opened them and they were surprises. So let's just jump right into the book. Now, if you are someone who watches book hauls hoping to hear book description and an in-depth description of the books, I am not the channel for you. I have so many books that if I talked about each one in depth, it would take forever. Here I am rambling. Nobody's here for that. Let's start ripping into these books. I actually don't recognize the name or the press on here, but you know, a lot of authors write under pen names. Ooh. The Undertaker'S Daughter, a novel of supernatural horror by John James Minster. This is one I accepted for review. Don't play with dead things. Fiction, horror, occult, supernatural, thrillers. This is going to be so good. I'm a huge fan of the font of the title. Look how beautiful that is. But oh my goodness, I am so excited for this one. Did I show y'all the cover? I don't remember. Let me show it to you again, just in case I missed it. Okay, so this next one, I know who this one is, and I have been expecting it, and I'm just so excited to show y'all this one. Bookworms, I am so excited for you to feast your eyes on the hardback of Braden Riddick's novel Ungodly. This is one I covered on the channel December of last year, perhaps. I absolutely loved it. One of my very dear friends, Heidi, read the book, knew that it was right up my alley, sent me a copy. And this is the special edition of the hardback. Look at that. This is such a gorgeous addition to the library. I do believe I'm going to be displaying it with the naked hardback. And it's signed. To Leslie, thanks for embracing my wicked brainchild with open arms. Suffice it to say, you'll never have to buy another drink in Palisade Mountain. Here's to horror worth rereading, Braden Riddick. And that is the absolute honest truth right there. Now, this is another one that I am familiar with. The author name on the front. I was expecting this one. I'm so excited. Oh, man. What a perfect, I love this size books. They're trade, but they're not US trade size. They're more of the UK trade size. And this is a recent 5-star read for me. This is John Palladino's The Trial of Ashmount. Oh, and it's signed too. This is the day for signed books. No smell. Dang it. I was hoping. All right, let's see what this next one is here. No idea. Oh, yes! Aha! This is Wistful Ascending by J.C.M. Byrne. Oh, there's a faint scent to that one, like clean, like pine sol, but not like overbearing. Look at this cover. It just screams something. I don't know what. Superhero in space. But I have been in love with its covers ever since I've seen them floating around on Twitter, because to me, this is Uncle Jesse from Full House in a yellow outfit, and I am just absolutely over the moon to be able to read and review this one. Okay, last one here that is still in a box. Let's see what it is. Ooh, the chapter pages are decorated. I love that. I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but it's Cracked Dry Earth because Juniper is experiencing a drought, among other things. I had to have this hardback because Daniel Serra is the cover artist for it, and I love Daniel Serra's work. The other 2 books in this trilogy are going to have covers by Daniel Serra, and when you put them all together, they form one big picture. I am in love. The second book was just released, so I'm gonna have to get that one on the shelf. Next, you all probably saw this a lot when it started coming out. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix Illustrated Edition was released recently. Look at this chunker. I mean, my goodness, if you decide you need to send somebody to swim with the fishes and you don't have a concrete block handy, you can just tie this to their feet. Keeping going right along, I mentioned earlier my friend Heidi, who sent me Ungodly by Braden Riddick to read. She has sent me another one, Wayward Sons by Hamlin Bird. I am so intrigued. I love this little pocket-sized feel to it. This reminds me of books I used to get from the book fair when I was in elementary school. The chapter pages in this one are also decorated. I think that's such a nice touch. It just really adds to the experience for me as a reader, and it makes me look forward to getting to the next one. No scent. This next one was a gift from the author. I read the arc for Spontaneous Human Combustion last Christmas. Covered it here on the channel and on Instagram. Absolutely love this collection. I have since read another collection of Richard Thomas's, plus a few of his stories that I have found in other collections. This one is signed. Oh my goodness. No smell. None of my books have a smell today. Well, not so far, and I have a whole bunch here left to go through. I love the girl's face is just coming apart and you have the wolf coming out. I have another really special gift here. This was sent to me by my friend Amanda. She is a huge fan of the band Starset. This is a book that was written by Starset, the band, called the Prox Transmissions, and they all signed the cover. How freaking cool is that? What a treasure. Now, this next one is a surprise gift from my friend Christina. You all know her as NW Reader. I am so excited. I recently read The Echo Wife by Sarah Galey. I wanted to read more that they had written. I put this one on my wish list because I really wanted to experience more of Sarah Galey's writing style, and I cannot wait. Plus, it's really pretty. Oh gosh, I should have kept this one with the other one. Richard Thomas, the author of Spontaneous Human Combustion short story collection, also sent me The Hideous Book of Hidden Horrors that was edited by Doug Morano. This collection is gorgeous. First, you have this amazing cover. Like, that is just... I can't. It's so cool. But it doesn't stop there because all of the pages are decorated. You can see on the sides there. But what I really love is what they did for the author name and the title pages. That is just gorgeous. Next in my stack is one I accepted from the author to read and review. This one I want to say I have scheduled for early spring. It's called The Way of Unity by Sarah K. Baustrup. I don't know why I even try anymore. What drew me in for this one is the religious element that's going to be explored here. I'm extremely excited to get to this one soon and tell you guys all about it. While we're talking about books I'm extremely excited to read and review, let's go ahead and talk about this next one. Joseph Sale has a new fantasy series coming out. Prince of the Wasteland is already available for purchase. The entire rest of the series will be out in 2023, one book per month. And the reason I know this is because I have the entire series. I will be reading and reviewing the entire series starting in December. I'll be making my way through the series, one book per month. I am so excited. Let me show you these covers. Again, the first book is already available for purchase. It is called Prince of the Wasteland, and the title of the series is Book of the Thrice Dead. Here is the cover for book 2, Gods of the Black Gate. Are y'all loving these covers as much as I am? Book 3, Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Look at that. Look at that. It almost looks like it's a painting. And then book 4, Queen of Last Hope. She looks like she is about to make somebody have a really bad day. 5, Beyond the Black Gate. You know, I guess I could back them up so you could actually see the entire cover, but I'm just wanting to make sure you can see all of the illustrations. Book 6. Man, just look at that. That is just, look at it up close. Do y'all agree? That looks like a painting. These covers are gorgeous. Y'all have to sound off in the comments below and let me know what you think. So next I have Autumn Gothic by Brian Boyer. I loved this book. I read it as soon as I got it. Brian actually sent this to me, no strings attached. He's like, here you go. I know you like this kind of story with haunted houses and serial killers. And I just thought it went with this time of the year and you might like to have a copy. I do not ever see myself picking up a Brian Boyer book and not having a good time. This is one you've seen floating around on the channel already, Dog Meat by Priscilla Bettis. I did receive the art for review consideration from the author and absolutely loved it. This is just a masterfully written novella about the horror that is the dog meat industry, and it's wrapped up in a dystopian tale of a society where the government tells you what you're going to do. They tell you what your job is. You have to do that job. Fantastic. Next is another book that was sent to me for review consideration. This is Seekers the Winds of Change by Troy Knowlton. This is another one that I received, read, and enjoyed. A great fantasy tale, the first of a series that I believe is going to be 4 books long. This one just drew me in because I loved the cover. I was absolutely dying to know who this character was. They just look so... They kind of remind me of a Miss Wraith, but as I found out, not like a Miss Wraith at all. Well, no, I mean, you'll have to read it and find out for yourself. Continuing down the vein of books that I have accepted from authors for review consideration, I have Golem. This gorgeous book written by P.D. Olivia. I am probably saying that last name terribly, terribly wrong. When the author emailed me to see if I was interested in reading it, and I saw where it said fans of Silence of the Lamb, Clive Barker, John Connolly, Stephen King, and Anne Rice will be fascinated by this edge-of-your-seat psychological horror novel with a story that rips out the heart of humanity and throws it on a slab to be feasted on. I just... Look at this. How could you not want to read this after looking at this cover? Just Golem. The devil is in the details. Love it. This next one will actually complete my Greenbone Saga series. I have the whole series now, but I haven't read any. I'm going to. It's on the docket for 2023. Ah, that's good. Finally, a book that has that smell I love so much. The perfect blend of ink and paper. This was sent to me by the channel Bookborn. I was on her team for SBFBO, and once I completed all my books and just talked about how much fun I had, she sent this to me as a little thank you for helping out her team. And I'm just so grateful because I know this is going to be a series that I'm just absolutely going to love, and now it's going to be even more special because one of the books was given to me by a good friend. Next are 2 that I actually purchased myself. I got the 2 newest manga releases from Junji Ito, Dissolving Classroom. Read, loved, absolutely loved. Probably my single most favorite one story. Liminal Zone is my favorite collection of stories. The other here is Black Paradox, which was okay. This is one I would say rent from your library, unless you're just a collector. If you're a collector, go ahead and grab it, but don't expect to be too impressed with the story. We have finally made it to the other book that was designed by cover artist Daniel Serra that I had to get. That is Austrian Spencer's The Sadius. Oh my gosh, this cover is just absolutely gorgeous. It wraps around to the back, which I wonder, did Juniper wrap around the back? It is buried, y'all. I am not going up under there to find it. I went ahead and purchased Demon in White by Christopher Rocchio. I've only read the first book in the series, but these hardbacks in the US are hard to come by. So I've now completed the Sun Eater series all in hardback, or at least I've completed the series for the books that are out so far. I think there is a new one coming out next month. It may be a novella, which I think those are only available in paperback. I have no idea. Whatever it is, I've got it pre-ordered. But I bought this one off Amazon and they had it marked as brand new and I paid brand new for it. But there's a telltale sign that this was not a brand new book, that somebody bought this book and then resold it on Amazon. Next, I have The Voyage of the Forgotten, which is the final book in Nick Martell's trilogy, The Legacy of the Mercenary Kings. Absolutely loved this trilogy. Now, the UK cover for this book is absolutely gorgeous, but it has a different scene on the front of it. And while it's pretty, I'm sorry, but the US just knocked it out of the park, in my opinion. Absolutely gorgeous. Now this next one here is a treasure. I have here the SST limited signed hardcover edition for Stephen Graham Jones. My Heart is a Chainsaw, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely love the illustrations. I love the attention to detail, and each chapter has a title. Like this one is Night School. And someone told me in my short video, I missed it, but the old school VHS on side the cover matches the chapter title. And I thought, wow, that is just absolutely epic. Next, I have a gorgeous book here, Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lynn Tan. I read this one recently, absolutely loved it. I wasn't even done with it before I was pre-ordering the other one that came out this month, which is the second book of this duology, so it's a completed series for those of you that are sticklers about that. And then the last one here, another gift. This was sent to me by my friend Dia from the channel Novel Idea, and what we have here is Rabbits by Terry Miles. I don't know that Dia actually knew this was on my TBR, but she messaged me, said she had read it, thought it might be something I would really enjoy, and offered to send it along so I could read it and enjoy it as well. I am very excited for this one. I love the cover. For some reason in 2023, there were so many books that had rabbits on the cover. Did y'all notice that? Am I the only one that noticed that? I bet you're gonna start noticing it now. And that is it. Those are all of the books that I have added to the library since the last time that I did a book haul, which I don't know actually how long that has been, but it feels like it's been a while. At any rate, did you see any books here that you've read and you've loved and you're excited for me to read? What is your favorite cover? Vote for your favorite cover down in the comments down below. I have some absolutely gorgeous books here that are going to be going to the collection that you're going to be hearing about very soon if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching and being here today and just sharing my delight for all of the new books that I have here. Friends, y'all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.